U.S. Election 2024. Amid the outrage over Trump's speech, Joe Biden's bloodbath remarks reappear. Following the contentious comments made by Donald Trump regarding the potential consequences of losing the presidential election in November, Joe Biden's words from the 2020 primary have made a triumphant return to the internet. At a rally in Ohio on Saturday, the former president, now running for president as a Republican in 2024, called for a bloodbath in November if he were to lose to the Democratic incumbent. "The outcome will be catastrophic if I am unsuccessful in my election. That will be the smallest part of it. The situation with the U.S. auto workers and the automotive industry is going to lead to a massacre for the country," he added. "If we don't win this election, definitely not an election that's meaningful," he continued. "I don't think you're going to have another election in this nation." Many Republicans, like Trump's former Vice President Mike Pence, have justified the president's words, arguing that he was making a direct reference to the American auto sector. However, for some, the remarks amounted to a call for another January 6th. He's planning to commit a massacre, right? Pelosi, a Democrat and former House Speaker, made the statement on Sunday's State of the Union on CNN, calling for an investigation into the matter. A statement from Biden's re-election campaign commented on the remarks, saying, "How respectful I am of the American people and their goodness, but how much more do they have to see from him to grasp that this isn't what our country is about?" The statement highlighted Trump's character. On the other hand, others on social media have brought up similar comments that Biden made while he was running against Bernie Sanders in the 2020 Democratic primary. During the 2020 primary, Joe Biden bloodbathed Bernie Sanders. "This is disqualifying and alarming," a conservative user commented on X, formerly Twitter, claiming that Elon Musk reinstated them after earlier banning them. More than 656,800 people have seen the post, making it a social media sensation. "As far as the media is concerned, it's okay when Democrat politicians instigate violence," another user commented. Trump backers, meanwhile, have misconstrued Biden's 2020 comment. When the 2020 presidential race was heating up between the ex-VP and the progressive Democrat in March, Biden cautioned that the Democrats risked losing the party's strength and the nomination to Trump if the primary campaign descended into an internal bloodbath amongst themselves. Biden addressed a gathering of Democratic contributors in Bethesda, Maryland, telling them, "What we can't let happen is let this primary become a negative bloodbath." According to Politico's reporting, after what seems like an increasingly hostile campaign from the Bernie brothers, "I'm sure I'll receive plenty of advice on how to counter it. However, we will not be able to re-elect Trump by tearing this party apart. We have to keep our eyes on the ball, in my view," he continued, making a reference to the so-called Bernie brothers, the Sanders followers who were so devoted to the senator that they refused to support any other Democratic contender and instead attacked his opponents online. Although Biden's 2020 comment regarding a possible bloodbath was obviously referring to a Democratic Party internal strife that could have hurt the presidential candidate in the last election, some Trump supporters on the internet have brought up the president's comment again, comparing it to Trump's most recent statement. Early on Monday, Newsweek used email to reach out to the White House for a comment.